Okay. We are live
Yay.
with the fabulous Dion D.G. McGee.
Hello, hello.
And so if you have any questions, please, let her know. I just, my thing is, I love the title of Finding Your Roar. I love
Thank you.
that.
Thank you.
I love that because as a business owner, as a woman, and as
Mhm.
a woman of color,
Come
you
on.
definitely have to find that. And sometimes it's a stigma with
Mm.
us having a voice because
Yes.
we always get that, oh, she's aggressive. Oh, she's angry. Oh, why you have an attitude? I don't have an attitude. I'm speaking in the same tone, in the same manner as my counterpart,
Right.
as my male counterpart, and I'm speaking with the same authority. And that same authority will be respected. So, my question for you would be how would you advise our audience to find their roar and walk in the authority that they need to have as business owners?
Wow. So first I want to say thank you for the opportunity to be a part of the conference. It was amazing. Job well done. That's a loaded question. I want to comment on your ABW. I call it first before I get into the finding your roar. And that's what I call the angry black woman, right? So if I had $1 for every time that I was labeled that, we can get off of this string right now. I can retire and go on an island somewhere and put my feet up. Okay, seriously, and just be done with it, right? But it's funny to me as you say that we are labeled angry black women because we're vocal and we know our value and our worth and what we bring to the table, right? So I tell people all the time, I'm not bringing you the ABW, I'm bringing you the CEBW. And then
Mm-hmm.
what is the C? I said the Christian educated black woman. I said, so just because I got a little power in my voice and I can demand a stage, don't make me angry. That just means I know who I am and whose I am. That's what it means, right? So since I know that, I need for all women to know that we need to get to a space where we all know our value and our worth and what it is that we bring to the table. With that being said, I didn't come out a roaring lion. I feel like we go through stages. And one of the things I talked about, we go from the kitty cat to the lion in the zoo to the lion in the jungle. We all go through these phases, but if we ever find out who we are, and what we bring to the table, we need to write a list. And this is what I did. This is when I pieced out corporate America. I was sitting in my corner office in the executive suite, as I said, the only African American female in the space. I made a list. I closed the door to my office and I just made my little list of all my skill sets and accomplishments or whatever. And I looked at my own list. Okay. I said, girl, gather your things and get up out of here. Okay. That's when I really realized if corporate America can pay me a salary to do what it is that I have on this list, well, I can't take this same list and start my own business outside of corporate America. Okay? That's how I found my roar. Became relentless, optimistic, ambitious, and results driven about my own business and my father's business, not the other people's business. You understand? So now I go back in corporate America as a consultant, but I don't have to play those politics, those games about the ABW and the microaggressions and all the unconscious bias and a woman can't do this. Every job that I have had has been in a male dominated industry. So I can
Mm-hmm.
roll with the best of them. So when I sit
Mm-hmm.
to the table, they ask me why I talk like I talk because I've been with y'all for 25 years. That's why I act like this. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Long answer, but yeah, you got what I'm
No,
going.
no, that was the perfect answer.
No, that's
Um,
that's the
that was
right
the
answer.
perfect answer.
And the whole time, right, the whole time you're talking, we're sitting up here like this. The whole time.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, you got Katrina and I sitting up here like some bobbleheads because
Yeah,
we're like,
yeah.
yeah,
I'm dying too. Like I'm
yes.
over us playing small. I want women to show up big. We're in the fourth quarter of 2020. If you have yet to find your roar in business, this is the last quarter of 2020. 2021, we need to come out guns blazing, like take over.
Yes.
I am so serious. Write the
Yes.
book. You know what I'm saying? Get the ebooks, the planners out, demand the stage, get the webinars and the trainings out. Whatever your specialty is, how do you monetize it? How do you scale it and take it to the next level? And COVID has shown us all a number of things. I've had to pivot a couple of times in the past 8-9 months. Why? Because I can't get on the stage and speak, which is why we're here now. And this has been amazing, right? But that turned into webinar trainings and Zooms and what have you to a full firm business consulting firm. I had no choice. So we just got to think outside the box.
Right.
Yeah.
And we have to give ourselves permission to execute those thoughts, because this is the thing. We're thinking all the time. But just like you said, you know, in finding your roar, part of the issue is that we start, okay, I let me say something a little bit. Let me talk a little bit. And we don't get it out there. We don't keep practicing. Maybe the first time when we said something, and just like you even said, initially, you didn't jump out the gate like it's Dion D.G. McGee.
Right.
You stepped out the gate. You stepped out the gate like, I'm Dion.
Yeah, right.
But you kept stepping out the gate. You stepped out the gate and said, I'm Dion. They said, huh? I'm Dion.
Right. Put some bass in your voice.
I'm Dion. Right. And then it was like, put some bass. Oh, I'm Dion D.G. McGee. What?
Right.
So now, after that process, then now you can do that. And the beautiful thing about what you do and how you serve and how you show up and shine in the world is the fact that you are going to other women and you're saying, look, it was not necessarily the easiest process, but it's possible. Let me show you how it's possible. And as a matter of fact, baby girl, come here, give me your hand. I'm going to walk you through and I'm going to show you how to whisper it, how to say it, and then roar.
There you go. That's it. That's it in a nutshell. Like seriously, like you're not gonna be able. I tried to sweep it under the rug because when I realized that I was really supposed to be a speaker, and that was part of my role in corporate America as the African American woman in leadership. Hey, we think you'll be good for these conferences and leadership. Okay, I understand what's going on, right? So anyway, I was like, okay, yeah, it's gonna be good for both of us. So at the end of the day, when I hit the stage, something happened. And I came alive and I was like, oh, this is bigger than when I thought. This is something different, right? So I was like, okay, it's part of my job. I do it as a hobby. This was years ago. And I just kept trying to sweep that thing under the rug. And then it became a lump in the carpet. So when you get a lump in the carpet, do you keep walking over the lump in the carpet? Or do you finally get to cleaning some things out and get to work? God would not let me sleep because he knew that I was supposed to speak. I knew it too, but I was like, you can't be talking to me, right? And to the point it came so I could every night at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, he would wake me up with vignettes, with talks, with messages, etc. because I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. And he said, I ain't gonna let you get 8 hours until you do what I told you to do. Once I said yes, I looked back at that thing. I said, why I ain't just say yes in the beginning? I could have been well rested. I done lost crazy hours of sleep around here taking naps, being disobedient. Okay,
so hindsight 2020. Hindsight. See, this is the thing. The fact that you're saying this is what I have loved about this conference. This is what I have loved, and you just hit on it right there. The fact that we know now on this side that there were some things, some nuggets, some stuff that we missed in that process. Things that we were sitting back going, okay, God, I'm up and it's 3 o'clock, it's 4 o'clock. I mean, every day I'm up at 1:30.
Come on.
Not thinking at that time, oh, where is your notebook? Write this down. You're thinking all kinds of things. Instead, we're spending all of our time, I just need to go to sleep. I just need to go to sleep. So you're laying there for the next 4 hours just needing to go to sleep. Not and ideas running around in your head. But this is stuff that in this entire conference, everything that everyone has been saying are those little nuggets that new entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs that have been in it for a while, but they're not seeing traction. need to know you are not the only one experiencing this. And if you just listen to how maybe we stumbled and stepped,
Yep.
you can get right on along in this process, you know.
Yes.
And you're talking about, you know, some people believe that it just was one day Dion woke up and he was roaring. Dion has clearly told us in the process, oh no, I whispered for a while. I got knocked upside the head several times. God by me and was like, girl, if you don't come on, you know, and then you started seeing how other people were using your gift without paying your gift. And then it was like, okay, a little bit more, come on out. So there are folks that are watching this conference that are going to catch the replays, that are going to purchase the package afterwards, and they're going to see this. And I'm so, let me say to you, I'm so glad that, like you said, we had to move some things around in the schedule, because this is exactly what people need to leave with from this conference.
No, things happen for a reason.
Yes, and I believe in divine orchestration 100%.
Absolutely.
Well, first of all, people don't realize that this conference itself is a roar. Because I sat on things for years. I put together whole departments, whole programs, whole conferences for other organizations, people who didn't pay me to do it. And when God gave this to me, the first thing I thought, I was like, God, me? You want me to do this? You sure? And same thing, the 3 o'clock in the morning is waking up. And I'm like, all right, God,
come
I
on.
want to put this conference together. I'm going to put it together. Now, it took a whole year, because always took a year to plan a conference, and thank God I did with COVID and everything. But I must say, it almost did not happen if it was up to me. And me and Myra had a come to Jesus moment about a month before. And I was just like, okay, I'm going to do it. Yes, we have come too far. We do have everything in place. All right, we're going to do this. And I'm telling you, he has amazed me with every single speaker from beginning to end. You know, same thing, that person that they always put out in front was like, oh, you'll be great to speak. And I did it, and it did something to me. And from the career coaching, transition coaching, people transition into different industries, to people transition into business, and then asking me to coach them, so then transition into business coaching. In that, what's the business experience? I always wondered why God gave me the combination of credentials that the business administration, the master's in accountancy, the certification in marketing and business strategies. I'm like, God, why this? And everything. And so he showed me this is why you have it, because even as a Black woman going into business, an angry Black woman is still considered an angry Black woman in business. You know, people still want to shut us up, especially now that we're not under the confines of being under somebody where they're controlling our pay.
Right.
We control our pay.
That's correct.
And everything. And so people try to, you know, shut us down. Oh, you have to be like this and you have to be like that. And I went through a season, even during this year, of coming on the other side of a sickness, where they didn't listen to me when I was like, something was wrong, and going down literally 10 dress sizes before this conference. And everything like that, to the person that I was. You know, I was at a point where I didn't recognize myself in the mirror. And through this process of shedding that and seeing who I am, like, God will take you through a process where he'll show you who you are, even if you think you know who you are.
Come on, like, for real.
And so that's what the culmination of this conference is. I mean, we've had females and males a part of this conference, but I believe that this conference is to show you who you are. If you knew who you are, or if you didn't know who you were. to show you what your power is, to show you what your role is.
That's it.
Help you find your voice in a sea of voices, because there are a whole bunch of voices out there. There are a whole bunch of people that tell you different things. Even going through a rebranding, because when I first came out, they told me I couldn't use the colors that I wanted to use. And I was like, you know what? I've been in business for a while. I'm going to use the colors I want to use. This is me. This
Right.
is the business that I have. And so this is what we're going to do. I did find out from our host that for whatever reason she couldn't get in. So we are going to continue with Myra and myself. Myra has been my partner in crime in this, or my partner in business in this. I'm not gonna say crime because but she has been here with me. She has been powering out with me. A true woman of excellence, I must say, in getting this together. She, of course, as you know, dealt with the speakers, put the schedules together and everything like that. I could not have done any of this without her being there and helping to get this done. You know, especially when, you know, near the end where we had to do certain things that we wasn't planned that we had to do. It was great to have her, you know, come in and fill in the gap of it. I met Myra like a year ago. It's only been a year. Wow.
Wow.
It seems like we have known each other so long, because when we met, it was just like kismet. And it was just like, I know you. And she's like, I know you too. And we moved on, and we built this endeavor. We have spoken at the same events and everything like that. We have called each other. What's going on with you, girl? I feel like there's something in the atmosphere. What's going on?
I love it.
And earlier we talked about having a tribe, having a squad in business. It's so great to have that tribe and that squad in business, because you need that. You need that as a business person, somebody that's in the corner. And I'm sorry, I know I was asking questions, but I think I asked the most powerful question that I could have asked up front.
It was a great question, and your story is profound. So I'm glad that you are here. You went on with the conference, and thank God for your healing. This has been amazing.
Yes,
like for real.
This has been amazing. And I want to say to you also, Dion, keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
And keep expanding in the way that you're expanding, because your roar is not even where it's going.
Woo! I received that. Thank you.
It's not even where it's going. It's not like there was something about you that I was like, I don't think she knows.
Yeah.
I don't think she knows, you know, and for whatever reason, it's been given for me to say that to you on this platform.
Wow.
Because I don't believe that you believe what you've seen in your dreams, because it seems too expansive.
Oh my God, listen.
But that's directly where you're going. And I will talk to you offline.
Yeah, let's absolutely do that. She just showed me something in the past 7 days, and I said, you said, Katrina. I said, what? Who, me? Like, no, like for real. He was like, yeah, you get it all the way together. I'm coming for you again. Like I'm walking out this first part. Okay. Mm-hmm. So as you say, we think too much. I tell my daughter all the time, I wish I had a button like right behind my ear. Nobody can see it. I can just hit the off switch. But because of the downloads that he deposits to us as chosen vessels, as chosen women, sometimes it's hard for us to comprehend how big this plan or this idea is. And then you question, did you really mean to send that message over here? You got your channels mixed up. No, I'm talking to you. Okay? I'm talking to you.
And you know, and for several people, what diminishes the volume of their roar is that questioning and that. There's nothing wrong with questioning, but what happens is when we question too much, we infuse doubt in.
Right.
When we put doubt in, then we start speaking a little lighter and a little slower. We start turning off things that we're supposed to do. Like Katrina said, we had to have that moment where it was like, oh no, come on in the room. This is supposed to happen.
Right.
And
right.
all the opposition that entrepreneurs are facing, like I said, from the beginning of this conference up until now, the tools and the information and the stories that you brought and the things that you said, closing us out with your presentation, it was really a situation where anybody that follows the process of these speeches and get to yours, it's like, now that you have all this other stuff, get out there and make yourself known.
Yeah.
Get out there and let people know who you are, because the thing that you, one of my friends says all the time, you came to this earth for a reason.
Yes.
So you might as well live it out.
There you go.
Like, this is the thing.
If you gotta be here, if you gotta be alive,
you better do it. Why not? You give it one shot. Look, in the words of Marshall Mathers, you get one shot, one opportunity.
This is the thing.
Everything that you've ever wanted. You're going to do it, or you're going to let it slip.
This is the thing. It is time for everyone who spoke in this conference, who helped plan this conference, who attended this conference, to start walking in their purpose.
Yes.
And that was the whole theme of this, for you not to just survive, to thrive in whatever it is that you're doing. And that was the theme when Myra was asking me, and she was like, the hashtag, I was like, it's thriving. Like, because so many people were just surviving.
Right.
And we do a lot of things on survival mode that we don't do in thriving mode. Right. And so it's time to thrive.
I love it.
Surviving.
Well, we're going to wrap up with Dion. You and I are going to come back on and do a final recap, wrap it up with everyone. Dion, I appreciate you so much. I know Katrina appreciates you so much.
Yes,
thank you for being on with us. Thank you for what you brought to the conference. We're
gonna be in touch.
We're gonna be in touch.
I appreciate you, ladies. I want to say this one last thing before we go. Again, amazing conference. Thank you for the opportunity. But even if you have something that you've been called to do and you question it, question and move all at the same time, because that's how I move. Because I'll be like, okay, God, for real, okay, and then I start taking the steps, because we think that we have to have this team of people in order to do. He wants to see you take action. Once you begin to take the action, he'll send you who and what it is that you need. So don't question too long, like you say. You know, doubt starts to come in. Don't question it. Question it and be like, okay, me, all right, that's what I'm supposed to do. Okay, I don't know how to do that. The internet, YouTube University. Okay, start poking around. There's no reason that we can't do anything. We have the whole internet at our disposal. Okay, so y'all keep roaring. Thank you once again, and I will be in touch.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.